What is going on, everyone? This is the Clunker Showdown. I'm your host, Brendan Bryan, and let's get to some clunking. The Cup Series finally left the short tracks behind for the mile-and-a-half Kansas Motor Speedway, a racetrack that punishes those without pace, which is a hindrance for the snobby overachievers, but a haven for clunking. From the starting bell, we had a repeat upset clunker, that being Joey Logano, who lacked anything resembling pace at Darlington and now at Kansas. I don't know what's going on with this 22 camp. They can't decide whether to run well or be a dumbbell. But if they continue to have this lack of pace, then we might have a dark horse clunker on our hands. Speaking more on the clunking, Kansas was a very clean race with only one caution for incident that I will discuss very soon. But overall, if you were going to clunk today, you would have to do it the old-fashioned way and suck your way to victory. Yeah, you just have to suck and suck and suck all the way to the finish. The 22 of Joey Logano was slow, but he wasn't the slowest out of the field. The battle for last came down to almost the last lap. Cody Ware was the slowest car of the race, but Kyle Busch was on a clunking tear at Kansas. He wasn't just slow, he was last place slow. And all throughout the race, he continued to descend to last. Late in the race, he finally wrangled that position out of the hands of SVG, looking for his second last place finish and the aforementioned Cody Ware. But Cody Ware, who has had multiple last place finishes wrenched away from him this season, plunked it up, coming to the white flag. With that spin, the race went to overtime, but Ware was able to jump both SVG and Busch for his first last place finish of the season, the 8th driver to do so, which firmly asserts Ware as the Clunking Showdown favorite early in the season. But the clunking gets even better, as we eliminate no drivers this week from the Clunker Showdown for either winning a race or missing one, as the battle for the win came down to a duel between Tyler Reddick, Danny Hamlin, and Kyle Larson. And Reddick, for the 5th time this season, takes a bullet for the field, winning the race and ensuring no new drivers were eliminated from the challenge. He is the first driver to win 5 out of the first 9 races since Dale Earnhardt in 1987, so for the 5th time this season, thank you, Mr. Tyler Reddick, for keeping the Clunker Showdown wide open. Speaking of wide open, the NASCAR Cup Series heads to the wild card known as Talladega. This race is the bane for any clunker, as due to the nature of superspeedway racing, anyone can win and eliminate themselves from the challenge. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is of particular interest here, as he has won 2 previous races at Talladega and 4 overall superspeedway races. And with him being a top clunker this year, it would be devastating to see him leave so early in the season before the clunking gets real good. But before we get to the high banks and speeds of Talladega, let's take a look at the point standings following Kansas. With Cody Ware's last place finish, he continues to separate himself from Cole Custer, who is the only driver this season to go through the whole season without scoring a top 20 result. That's right, he is 0 for 9 so far, but with Talladega coming up, will that streak continue? Maybe? Connor Zilic is hot on his heels. He's also clunking very well. Ty Dillon continues to impress clunking-wise, and as you see, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Noah Gragson round out an unmoving top 6 in the standings. Of particular note, as I said earlier, Kyle Busch really clunked it up at Kansas. He's gained 3 spots in the standings. He's finally crept himself inside the top 10, while oddly enough, his teammate Austin Dillon has fallen outside of the top 10 in the points, or I guess bottom 10, I should start calling it. This is a really interesting reverse of fortunes, because I never thought I'd see Kyle Busch just being constantly outperformed by Austin Dillon. Todd Gilliland as well, man, he really started this season strong clunking wise. The last couple weeks, he's really put a damper in it. Really great run at Bristol for that team. They finished 6th. And then this week, he had a great run, was able to keep on the lead lap at the end of, I think it was stage 1 or 2. I forget which one, but ended up top 20. And you see that's really costing him here in the Clunker Showdown. Towards the cut line, it's pretty tight. You have Ross Chastain within 10 points. He's the last driver in right now. You have Michael McDowell, the first one out. SVG starting to really creep into this conversation. I wouldn't be shocked if he finds himself in the Clunker Showdown in the next week or two. But then again, Watkins Glen's coming up soon, so he can also just zilch himself out of the whole thing. Austin Cindric continues to leave us behind, but Daniel Suarez still hangs around even after another top 20 result. Well, there you have it, everyone. Week 9 of the 2026 NASCAR Cup season is in the books, and the Clunker Showdown goes to a really big track now. And be warned, your favorite clunker is in danger of elimination, even Cody Ware. Thank you so much for listening to the 2026 Clunker Showdown. I've been your host, Brendan Bryan, and I will see you all next time.